So condition that the line y is equal to mx plus c may be tangent to the parabola. Therefore, here y square is equal to 4ax. Take this one as equation number 1. Be the equation of the parabola. Equation of the parabola here. So let P interacted x1 y1 be a pointer lies on the parabola 1 here. Therefore replace y by y1 and x by x1 here. So y1 square is equal to 4a into x1 here. Take this one as equation number 3. Okay. And consider the line y is equal to mx plus c. Okay. Take this one as equation number 3. That is take y right side here. So mx minus y plus c is equal to 0. Instead of taking this one as a third one here, take this one as equation number 3. Okay. So both are same here. Just I am taking y that side here. Mx minus y plus c is equal to 0. Is the tangent. Is a tangent to the parabola one here. Consider the line y equal to mx plus c or mx minus y plus c equal to 0 is a tangent to the parabola. But we know that equation of tangent to the parabola x1 y1 is y1 equal to 2a into x plus x1. We have to prove here. But equation of tangent to the parabola 1 to the parabola 1 at x1 y1 is y1 is equal to 2a into bracket x plus x1 here. We already proved this one. Therefore take a 2a inside the bracket here and y1 right side here. Therefore 2a into x becomes 2ax here. Take this term right side here minus of y1. 2a into x1 becomes 2ax1 here. 2ax1 is equal to 0. The same equation can be written in this form here. 2a into x is 2ax. 2a into x1, 2ax1. I am taking this term this side here. So y minus y1 here. Therefore take this one as equation number 4 here. This is a tangent to the parabola. Even this is also tangent to the parabola at the same point x1 y1 only. Means 3 and 4 represents same line here. Therefore 3 and 4 equation 3 and equation 4 represents the same line. Both represents the same line here because at one point only one tangent we can draw to any curve here. Okay, to any curve we can draw only one tangent at one point here. So here both are tangent at the same point x1 y1 means both represents the same line here. In that case their coefficients are proportional. Therefore here x coefficient is m. Here x coefficient is 2a. Therefore m upon 2a. m divided by 2a is equal to, here y coefficient is a minus 1, here y coefficient is a minus of y1 here. So minus of 1 divided by minus y1 here. And c is a constant here. So c constant, here constant term is a 2ax1. 2a into x1. Then taking a first and last ratio here. This is equal to this. Therefore, m divided by 2a is equal to c divided by 2a into x1, and equating these here, minus and minus become plus here. So 1 divided by y1 is equal to c divided by 2a into x1. 2a into x1. Then this 2a. This 2a cancels here. Therefore, here m upon c here. Or take x1 this side, m this side here. So x1 is equal to c divided by m. And so here instead of taking these two here, taking first and last here. Okay, taking first and last one. So these two are equal. Okay, m upon 2a is equal to this one here. So similarly these two are equal here. Taking these two, m divided by 2a is equal to 1 divided by y1 here. Okay, taking first and last ratios here, equate here, and taking these two ratios, m upon 2 is equal to 1 by y1. Then take its cross multiplier. Take y1 this side, 2 into numerator, m to denominator here. So y1 is equal to 2a divided by m here. Therefore, x1 comma y1 is equal to, so c divided by m, 2a divided by m here. Okay. Therefore, equation 2 becomes. Therefore, equation 2 becomes. Substitute here. Y1 is 2a by m. So 2a divided by m, it's a square here. That is equal to 4a into. So 4a into x1 is a c by m here. So c divided by m. Therefore 4a square divided by m square is equal to 4a into c divided by m here. Okay. Then this 4 and right side 4 cancels here. The right side a and left side 1a cancels. So m and 1m it cancels here. Then a upon m. A divided by m is equal to c. Therefore, c is equal to a divided by m here. So this is the condition here. If this condition satisfied, then this line y is equal to mx plus c tangent to the parabola, which is the required condition here. Which is the required condition. So that the line y is equal to mx plus c may be tangent to the parabola. Y square is equal to 4ax. Okay. So condition that the line y equal to mx plus c may be tangent to the parabola. So this is a required condition here. If this condition satisfied, then only this line is a tangent to the parabola. And you already proved c is equal to a upon m here. So replace here. Therefore, x1 y1 is x1 comma y1 is equal to c is there. So c is a upon m, a by m divided by this m, comma 2a divided by m, write as it is here, is equal to m into m becomes m square here, a divided by m square, comma 2a divided by m here. So this is the point of contact here, which is the point of contact, which is the point of contact here. Suppose if this is a parabola, then this is a tangent here, and this point is a point of contact here. So x1, y1, x1 is this here, a by m square, y1 is 2a divided by m. So this is required point of contact as well as condition. Again, this formula is important here, and this point also important for the competitive examination here. So this derivation is not important here. Okay, so formulas are very important. So there is one property here. The tangents drawn at the end of the focal point of a parabola intersect at right angles of the directrix here. So this is a parabola. Here PQ is called a focal chord here. The line passing to the focus S is called a focal chord. Even lattice rectum is also one type of a focal chord here, because that lattice rectum also passing to the focus S here, but that lattice rectum is perpendicular to x-axis here. But here PQ is a line here passing to the focus S. It is not a lattice rectum here, because here PQ is not perpendicular to x-axis here. Hence it is called focal chord here. And L dash, a line passing to the focus S and perpendicular to x-axis. In that case, it is called a lattice rectum here. But it is a focal chord here passing to the focus S. So at these two ends here, if you draw the tangents here, those tangents meet on directrix only. All the tangents. So you take any type of focal chord here on the parabola here. At the end of the focal chord, if you draw the tangents, then those tangents meet on the directrix only, and also they are perpendicular to each other. They are perpendicular to each other. The statement is like that only. You can prove that result here. The tangents are drawn at the ends of the focal chord of a parabola intersect at right angles on the directrix here. So, suppose the y square is equal to 4x is the equation of the parabola here. In that case, the equation of the directrix is what? X equal to minus a. Therefore, y square is equal to 4x. Take equation number 1 be the equation of a parabola. Okay. So let P interrogate 81 square, 281 parametric points here. So Q interrogate 82 square, 282. Okay, be the ends of a focal chord here. Line passing to the focus S here, so it is called focal chord. So P and Q are ends of the focal chord here. Then equation of this focal chord PQ is equation of PQ is given by y minus y1. Take 281 here. divided by y2 is up to 82. 282 minus of 281 here is equal to x minus x1 is 81 square here. 81 square divided by, so 82 square minus of 81 square here. You are using a 2-point formula, means y minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1 is equal to x minus x1 divided by x2 minus of x1 here. So you are using this formula, 2-point formula. The line passing through 2 points here. So it is called a 2-point formula. So this is x1, y1 and this is x2, y2. Next here 2 is a common factor here. So y minus 2a into t1 divided by 2a is the common factor here. Then t2 minus t1 here. t2 minus of t1 is equal to x minus 81 square here divided by a is the common factor. Then t2 square minus of t1 square here. Then this a and this a get cancels here. Then y minus of 281 here divided by t2 minus t1 keep as it is here. t2 minus of t1 is equal to x minus of 81 square divided by, and also 2 is there, so write here 2. Here t2 square minus t1 square means t2 plus t1 into t2 minus of t1 here. Okay. Then t2 minus t1, this t2 minus t1 get cancels here. Then take this to this side here. Therefore here y minus of, otherwise y minus 281 divided by 2, keep here only, divided by 2 is equal to x minus of 81 square divided by t1 plus t2 here. t1 plus t2. Okay, here these two terms get cancels here. Next, this focal chord passing to the focus, yes here. So put x is equal to a and y is equal to 0 here. Okay, so this focal chord, passes through a comma 0 focus a comma 0. So y value 0, so substitute here. So 0 minus of 281 divided by 2 here is equal to, then x is a, substitute here. So a minus of 81 square divided by t1 plus t2 here. t1 plus t2. Okay. Then this 2 and this 2 get cancels here. Take a t1, t2 this side. So minus of a into t1. a into t1 into bracket t1 plus t2 is equal to a minus of 81 square. Then take 81 inside here, minus of a t1 square minus of a into t1 t2 here. t1 t2 is equal to, then a into a minus 81 square here. Left hand side 81 square, right hand side 81 square get cancels here. Then remaining is here minus of a into t1 t2 is equal to A. Then this A and this A get cancels here. So T1, T2 is equal to what here? Minus 1 here. So T1, T2 is equal to minus 1. Okay. Take this one as a result number 2 here. Take this one as result number 2. Okay. Next, you find the point of contact here. So if you want to find this point of contact, solving these equations here. First write the equation of tangent at a point P and Q here. Equations of tangents at P and Q are equation of tangent here. Equation of this tangent at the point of P is given by x minus of T1 y plus 81 here is equal to 0. Is equal to 0. Okay. Here 81 square is there. This is the equation of tangent at the point of P. And the equation of tangent at the point of Q is given by, so x minus of T2y plus 82 square is equal to 0. Take equations 3 and 4 here. This is a tangent at the point of P, this is a tangent at the point of Q. These are parametric form here. Then solving here. Okay, solving here. We get. Use the cross multiplication method here. Here x coefficient is 1. Y coefficient is a minus of T1 here. And 81 square here. Again x coefficient is 1. Minus of T2. And 82 square here. And repeat once again these numbers here. First numbers 1 minus of T1. 1 minus of T2 here. And I cancel these numbers here. Just cancel it here. Then here take here x1 and this is the y1 and here taken 1 here. Using a cross multiplication method here. Therefore here this into this here. Okay. So x1 divided by product of these two terms here. Minus of a T1 T2 square here minus of and multiply these two terms here. This into this minus and this minus become plus here. Then 80 1 square and T2 is equal to y1 divided by multiply these two terms here. 81 square into 1 becomes 81 square minus of, then multiply these terms here. Minus 82 square minus of 82 square is equal to, so 1 divided by, then multiply these two terms here. Minus of T2 square minus of, then this one here. Not a square is there, only T2. And minus this minus becomes a plus here. So write here T1 here. Then x1 divided by, you can take here common factor here, minus a T1 T2 common here, minus of a T1 T2 is the common. Then the remaining term is here. Take the plus only, plus here. Take a into T1 T2. So here remaining is T1, and here is minus of T2 here. A into T1 T2 common. Then remaining here T1 and here T2 here, minus of T2. And this is equal to y1 divided by, here a is a common factor here. T1 square minus of T2 square is equal to 1 divided by T1 minus of T2. Taking first and last ratios here. Taking first and last ratios. We get x1 is equal to, okay, here we are taking a minus common factor here. So minus of t1 t2 here. Okay, so minus of a into t1 t2 into t1 minus t2 divided by t1 minus of t2. Okay, taking first and last one and cross multiply we get this here. So t1 minus t2 and t1 minus t2 get cancels here. Therefore x1 is equal to, okay, minus of a into t1 t2 is there. But the t1 t2 is a minus 1 here. Here minus is not common here. Minus is not common factor. Okay, but t1 and minus of t2. You are not taking minus common here. Therefore, here e into t1 t2 is there, but t1 t2 is a minus 1 here. From equation number 2. Therefore, x is equal to what here? Minus of a here. X equal to minus a means equation of directrix here. Means both tangents meet on the directrix here. Okay, so the tangents here meet on the directrix because x equal to minus a is the equation of what here? Directrix here. So which is the equation of directrix? Which is equation of directrix. Therefore, tangents meet on directrix. Okay. Then find its slope here. Okay, and slope of tangent. Equation number 3 is equal to, so minus of 1 upon minus t1 is 1 divided by minus of t1. That is 1 divided by t1 here. And a slope of tangent, equation number 4, same here, minus of 1 upon minus t2 here. Minus this minus become plus 1 divided by t2. Because you know, suppose ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 is the line here. Then slope of the line is what here? Minus a by b. This is the formula. We are using that formula here. Okay. So 1 upon minus t1 here. Minus of 1 upon minus t1. Minus become plus 1 by t1 here. So similarly, slope of this tangent here is 1 upon t2. Then its product is given by. Okay. Therefore, this into this here. 1 upon t1 into 1 divided by t2 is equal to 1 upon t1 t2. But t1 t2 is what here? Minus 1. So this equal to minus of 1 here. Means the product of the slope is minus 1 here. So product of slope is minus 1 means they are rectangles here. Therefore, tangents drawn at the ends of the focal chord here. Ends of the focal chord of a parabola intersect at right angles on the directrix. Here it is the slope of the first tangent here. It is the slope of the second tangent. So here m1 into m2 is equal to what here? Minus 1. Consider this one as m1 here. And this one as m2. Therefore, product of the slope is minus 1 here. Yes, they are perpendicular to each other. These two tangents are perpendicular to each other. This is the property of that parabola. Only that statement is important here. Proof is not important.